Did you know that what you eat can have a major impact on your brain health? In this eye-opening video, we are counting down the top 10 harmful foods that could be destroying your brain right now. In today's fast-paced world, we are all looking for ways to improve our cognitive function. But what if I told you that some of the foods you consume could actually be damaging your brain? From processed snacks to sugary drinks, these are the culprits behind brain fog, memory loss and even long-term cognitive decline. Number 1. Processed foods. Processed foods have become a staple in many of our diets due to their convenience and affordability. However, what many people don't realize is that these foods can actually be harmful to our brains in the long run. Processed foods are often high in added sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients which can lead to inflammation and oxidative stress in the brain. This can cause a variety of negative effects, including impaired memory and cognitive decline. It's important to be mindful of the amount of processed foods we consume and try to opt for whole, natural foods whenever possible to keep our brains functioning at their best. Number 2. Artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners, the second item on the list of top 10 harmful foods that destroy your brain, have gained popularity due to their low-calorie content. However, recent studies have shown that consuming excessive amounts of artificial sweeteners can have adverse effects on the brain. These sweeteners can lead to an imbalance of neurotransmitters in the brain, causing headaches, anxiety, and depression-like symptoms. Furthermore, artificial sweeteners can result in a reduction of brain function, affecting cognitive abilities such as memory and learning. It's important to be mindful of the quantity of artificial sweeteners consumed to help protect your brain's health and function. Number 3. High fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup, or HFCS, is an ingredient that can be found in a vast amount of processed foods that we consume on a daily basis. This sweetener, which is derived from corn, has become incredibly popular in recent years and has been linked to various health concerns. Research suggests that high levels of HFCS consumption can lead to a decline in brain function, impacting your ability to concentrate, remember things and even make decisions. Furthermore, the rise of HFCS has led to an increase in obesity rates, type 2 diabetes and other diseases related to the overconsumption of sugar. It is essential to be mindful of the ingredients in the foods we consume to maintain a healthy lifestyle and preserve our brain health. Number 4. Trans fats. Trans fats, also known as partially hydrogenated oils, are notorious for causing damage to the brain and increasing the risk of Alzheimer's disease. These harmful fats can be found in a wide range of processed foods, including baked goods, fried foods, and snack foods. Trans fats have been shown to lower levels of good cholesterol, increase inflammation in the body, and impair memory and cognitive function. It's important to be aware of the presence of trans fats in your diet and make an effort to avoid them as much as possible. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods and read labels carefully to steer clear of these harmful compounds. Your brain will thank you for it. Number 5. Alcohol. Alcohol is often a social lubricant that we enjoy in moderation, but it can easily become a dangerous addiction that threatens our cognitive abilities. Despite its cultural acceptance, alcohol is a neurotoxin that can lead to memory loss, poor judgment, and emotional instability. Regular use of alcohol can shrink the brain's gray matter, which is responsible for processing information, making decisions, and controlling impulses. Worse yet, chronic alcoholism can cause irreversible brain damage and increase the likelihood of developing neurological disorders such as dementia and Alzheimer's disease. It is imperative that we realize the harmful effects of alcohol abuse and take proactive steps to limit our intake before it's too late. Number 6. MSG. Monosodium glutamate, MSG, is one of the most widely used food additives in the world. It is commonly found in processed and packaged foods, as well as in many restaurant dishes. However, research has found that this popular flavor enhancer can have harmful effects on the brain. Consuming high levels of MSG has been linked to headaches, fatigue, and neurological disorders. In addition, MSG can overstimulate brain cells, leading to a range of symptoms including mood swings, depression, and memory loss. While it may be difficult to avoid this ingredient completely, it is important to monitor your intake and reduce your consumption of foods that contain MSG in order to protect your brain health. Number 7. Soda. Soda, the ultimate thirst quencher for millions, is also one of the most harmful drinks that can put your brain at risk. Carbonated drinks are packed with sugar and artificial sweeteners that are the culprits behind many brain dysfunctions. As you sip on that cold can of soda, you're unknowingly harming your brain in more ways than you can imagine. Studies have shown that drinking soda regularly could lead to memory loss, decreased cognitive function, and even dementia. Moreover, the caffeine content in soda drinks has been linked to anxiety and depression. So, if you want to preserve your brain health, it's best to avoid sodas altogether and go for healthier beverage options like water or unsweetened iced tea. Remember, a healthy brain equals a healthy life. Number 8. Fried foods. If there's one guilty pleasure many of us can't resist, it's indulging in fried foods. Who can resist the crispy, crunchy goodness of French fries, chicken wings, or onion rings? However, consuming too many fried foods may be harming more than just our waistlines, it could also be damaging our brain health. Fried foods often contain high levels of trans fats and saturated fats, which have been linked to increased inflammation and decreased cognitive function. The next time you find yourself craving a plate of greasy goodness, it might be worth considering the long-term consequences on your brain health. Number 9. Refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates have become a staple in most of our diets. From bread to pasta, we consume the white flour and polished grains without realizing the harm it could cause to our brain. These refined carbs are high in glycemic index, causing an increase in blood sugar levels, and triggering a surge of insulin in the body. Consistent consumption of refined carbohydrates leads to an imbalance of insulin in the body, which can cause inflammation in the brain. This inflammation could result in memory loss, poor decision-making abilities, and mood disorders. It's essential we limit or avoid consuming refined carbohydrates to protect the health of our brain, and by extension, our overall well-being. Number 10. Caffeine overload. After conducting extensive research on the top foods that can harm your brain, caffeine overload is one that definitely stands out. While caffeine can provide a quick boost of energy, excessive intake can be harmful to the brain in the long run. Overconsumption of caffeine can lead to symptoms such as anxiety, insomnia, and increased heart rate. Drinking too much caffeine can also decrease the brain's blood flow, which is crucial for maintaining cognitive functions. It's important to be mindful of your caffeine intake and make sure to consume it in moderation to protect your brain health. We have uncovered the top 10 harmful foods that have been proven to destroy your brain. From processed meats and sugary drinks to hydrogenated oils and artificial sweeteners, these seemingly innocent items can have a detrimental impact on our brain health. But fear not, as knowledge is power, and now armed with this information, it is our responsibility to make healthier food choices. Let's take control of our diets and fuel our bodies with nourishing foods that will support our brain function and overall well-being. It's never too late to make a change and prioritize our brain health for a brighter future. But let's also remember that balance is key, and there's no need to completely eliminate all these foods from our diet. Instead, moderation is key, and indulging in these harmful foods occasionally won't cause irreparable damage. It's about making small but sustainable changes in our eating habits that will make a big difference in the long run. Moreover, let's spread the word and educate those around us who may not be aware of the damaging effects of these foods on our brains. Together, we can create a healthier society where everyone prioritizes their mental well-being as much as their physical health. As they say, the brain is an amazing organ. It controls everything we do, think, and feel. So why not fuel it with the best possible ingredients? Let's show gratitude for this complex and powerful part of ourselves by giving it what it truly deserves: nourishment, not destruction. With mindful food choices, we can protect and preserve our brains for better cognitive functioning, sharper memory, improved mood, and overall better quality of life. Don't wait any longer. Start making healthier food choices today for a happier tomorrow. Your brain will thank you for it.